In this short video, I will show you how to complete the Practica Musica assignment analyzing form. You'll open the program, select the Exploring Theory course, select Chapter 12, Elements of Form, and then select the Activity Module Analyzing Form and click Open. In these examples, you will need to listen to the example, and as you listen to each example, try to determine the different types of sections and the different number of sections, which are going to be identified by alphabet letters. And this is something that we covered in our content module lesson in Web Campus. So the first thing I'm going to do is click the box, Listen to Example. So in this example, as I listened, I heard the first section, which for this example we'll call A, the A section, and then I heard that section repeat with higher sounds. So if I were to start writing letters, now I would have narrowed down my choices to either AAB or AABA. So the next thing that I heard is a new section of sound, which that new section we'll call section B's. You can think of each letter section as just a different part of the song. And then at the end, I heard the original section repeat, which we called letter A. So now I've cut out this option and I'm going to select the option AABA. And that's the song structure form. Let's see if I'm correct. So luckily I was. This form is known as ternary form, and I'm less worried about that example as you being able to identify the sections as being similar or different. So similar sections would have the same letter, like in this case A. A different section would have a new letter, in this case B. If we had come across another section in this song that was completely new, we would have added another letter C, and that is just to show the order of these different sections. So, since I guessed correctly, I can now click on the box Next Example. Let's do this example and see what happens if we guess incorrectly and how to fix that. So again, I click on Next Example and now Listen to Example. So listen for sections that sound the same and sections that sound differently. One suggestion is to write this down on paper. So write the letter A because that will always be your first section. If you hear A repeat, write A again. If you hear something new, write a different letter. So in this example, I'm not going to tell you what I heard first. Instead, I'm going to select one of the options. I'm going to select AAB. Let's see if this is correct. It was incorrect. Now, what you'll notice at the top is this phrase. I'll flash the correct box. So the correct example, what I should have selected was AABA. That meant the first section repeated, then we had a new section, and then it returned and played the original section again. It tells me that I can listen to this example again and watch the analysis. What they mean by the word watch is that it's going to show me letters for each new section. So, because I got this example incorrect, I haven't gotten any points for it yet. What I'm going to do is get a piece of paper, I'm going to watch and listen to the example again, and I'm going to write down the correct answer. I'm also going to write down that this is the answer for example number 2. So let's follow along. So the first section repeats, so now we get our 2 A's. Now we get a new section, so we have a B. And back to our original section, A. Okay, so now that I finished example 2, I know I need to do at least 10 examples. So I'm going to click next example. We'll do the next example together, and then I'm going to show you how to go back and fix example 2 now that you know what it should be. So I'm going to select AABA, and lo and behold, I was also incorrect on this. It's binary form, which is very simple, so it's A and B. So what I would need to do is I would need to click listen to the example and follow along again and continue doing this until I've gone through the first 10 examples. What I'm going to show you though is how you would go back and re-listen to and re-select answers. So you're going to go to the top menu bar, select Analyzing Form, click on the example box, and then slide down. So I got number 1 correct and number 2. That's because I'd already done it before. But I need to redo number 3, which is the one we just did. So I'm going to click example 3, and I'm going to start again. So it goes to the blank screen. I'll click listen to example. And because I was taking notes, I should have written down that this example is binary form, which is A, B, so that at the end of the example I can select the correct answer now that I've seen how it should be. So now I'll select the correct box, which I know from having listened to the example the first time and then listening to it again to watch the analysis. I'll select A and B. And so now that I've got this correct, I can click on the box Next Example. This will take me to example 4. So you can now see the process that you will need to follow in order to complete these examples. You can do examples 1 through 10. You could pick all the even numbers, you could pick the odd numbers, but you'll need to complete. That means you need to not only listen to it, but you also need to identify the correct answer. So you might need to go back and select that example again, and you'll need to do 10 out of the 20 examples in order for this activity module to be complete.